Hey guys, Heretic U here with the final installment of my mini series called Fundamentals and Malifaux Fundamentals. I will get the name of my own mini series correct once. So today, what are we talking about? Today we are going to talk about the art of attacking your own models.
If this Joker guy was so smart, he'd have had us bring a bigger car. I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
No. I killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver?
That's right. In this game, you can actually attack your own stuff. And it may seem counterintuitive at first, but there are a lot of occasions where you might want to consider it, even though it sounds counterproductive. Now, in my tabletop game experience, the only time this would happen is by accident. Maybe firing a blast template and it scatters and hits your own guys, and then, it's tough luck. In this game, it's actually one of the things you can do to sort of give yourself an advantage. So we're going to go over a couple of examples of when you'd want to cast, or not only attack your own models, but cast spells against them and everything like that. So for this first example, we're going to use this Rotten Belle here. She is part of Nicodeme's crew. Nicodeme is in trouble here. He's locked into base hand-to-hand combat, melee combat with Lady Justice, and as always, let's deal ourselves a little control hand. Why not? Because, we love to shuffle. These cards are really beat up because I practice different shuffles with this deck. This is my practice deck, and you can see it's already being bent up and everything, and it's just a mess. But anyways, let's go with a control hand of 6 cards. Let's see what we get. Okay. So, what do we get? Let's see if you can see that. That's horrible, but we're going to make this work somehow. Okay. So, the Belle is going to cast a spell called Lure on Nicodeme. Now, Lure is a casting cost of 12 with a range of 18, and basically you use willpower for resist, and because it doesn't have a gun icon, I do not have to randomize in this hand-to-hand melee combat. So I can pick my target and I don't have to randomize. I'm going to hit Nicodeme. Alright? It needs a mask. I already have the crow, but with bells I get a +4 to the cast and the mask. So there's basically no suit requirement when casting with the Belle. So here's her cast. She has a 7 + 8 gives her 15. 8 is her total bonus. Now Nicodeme has to resist. You have to flip this card, even though it's your model. You have to flip. And then here's a good example. This is a high 11. Nicodeme would normally resist, but because it's your model, you can choose to tie. I don't have to go to my control hand and cheat down. That is an option. I could have, cheated in a 2. But I can choose to tie because in this case, the Belle is the attacker. Tie goes to the attacker, so Nicodeme would fail that spell and push his walk 3 inches out of combat. That's a little generous there. It's actually there. What does that mean? That means that I didn't have to disengage from Lady J because I was pushed out of combat, which is very important. Plus, I'm now out of Lady J's melee range. So, the Belle is pulling Nicodeme out. Normally, when I first bought my bells, I would use Lure on the enemy, And there are cases when you want to do that, but you really, lure is really useful, pushing your own models around, getting them out of trouble, or giving them an extra walk where they don't have to. So that's an example of casting on your own model. Let's do attacking, though. Why would you want to attack? We're going to use Summertooth Jones, okay, for this example, and a gremlin. Now, Summertooth Jones has a trigger called Come and Get It, which means if I flip a crow during an attack and I kill the model with my pig sticker, so I have to be in combat range, I discard 2 control cards, and the defender doesn't generate any corpse counters, but I get to summon a piglet. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is kill this gremlin here. Let's say he has 1 wound, okay, and take a 2 soulstone model and turn it into a 3 soulstone model. Okay, so Summer declares an attack on the gremlin. Gremlin defense. Okay, so the gremlin has a total of 6. Summer has a total of his combat is 6 as well, so that would be 15. Sorry about that. But that's not good enough because I need the suit. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cheat in a 5, and I'm cheating in lower just so I can get the crow, so I can declare the Come and Get It trigger. But since it's so basically it's my model, I choose to pass with the gremlin. Okay, now I have 11 to 6, a difference of 5. That's not good enough to pull this off. I don't want any negatives on this. I want to be able to cheat damage if I had to. So I could burn a soul stone on top of this and add the 2 cards together. I get red joker. Look at that. There it is again, the red joker. So now I have 14 plus the 5. That gives me 19 plus his combat of 6. That's at 25. So I get a positive flip. I flip a weak and a moderate. It's the best I can do. I do 2 points of damage, which is enough to kill this gremlin because we said he only had 2. He dies. Not only does he die, but I get to get 2 control cards for a gremlin dying. It's called Survival of the Fittest. And I have to discard 2 so that I can summon the piglet. And that's just one example where you can attack your models and get something positive from it. Okay? So that's basically it. I mean, there's a lot of combinations. When you see someone for the first time fielding a desperate mercenary in a Reser crew, it's usually because that desperate mercenary is going to be turned into a corpse counter so that they can take a 2-point desperate mercenary and raise something like a punk zombie. I see it with Lilith will use a desperate mercenary for blood counters. Poor desperate mercenaries, right? They're just trying to make a buck, right? And then they end up being killed. They're like, "Oh, I finally got a job on a crew," and then they get slaughtered. So there's lots of combinations. The important thing to know is this: by attacking your own models, you have control. Where if you were trying to get this trigger off on a defender, your opponent, let's say, he's going to, do what he can to prevent his model from dying. Here, you can cheat in a lower card on the defense flip. You could cheat in damage and kill it. You can do a lot of things, and to ensure that your plan goes through, where it's a lot harder to do against an opponent that is trying to stop you. So that's it for the series, we're going to come full circle here. Full circle. Sorry about that. And make this all make sense. So at the first video, we talked about how cheating works, how to cheat up to put negative modifiers on, or how to cheat up to put a positive modifier if you're doing damage to the opponent. And then we talked about how triggers work and how they modify damages or trigger special abilities. That's part of the card mechanic too. Then we talked about how spells work with the cheat mechanic a little bit differently, and now we talked about how attacking your own models gives you some control and flexibility in the cheat mechanic. Basically, all this revolves around the card mechanic. And the whole reason I started these videos is because I was tired of people saying Malifaux uses cards instead of dice. It's way more complicated than that. There's way more nuance. There's way more, flexibility, tactical options exist for you than just rolling a pair of dice. And that's just the card mechanic alone. So 4 videos on the card mechanic, basically. So I hope you can all kind of put it all together, and I hope it helps you in some way. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I tried. So that's it for now.